Look what I found. I found another channel master that looks very similar to the 6510, but this one is a 5 transistor. The 6510 was a 6 transistor, and this one is a model 6505. So if you remember, the Super Fringe model was a 6520. I think I said in my last video 6530, but it's a 6520. I come across this one and I thought, it would be kind of cool to try all three of these to see the differences between the three radios. So let's give it a whirl. This one needs the full cleaning and all that as well. This got the battery cover still on it, and I don't know what's lurking behind there, but I see like a little bit of darkness around the and right here, see? So something tells me it's not going to be pretty, but it'll probably clean up nice just like the other ones did. So let's get to cleaning. I think the first thing we got to do is disassemble it, and we'll pull the guts out of it, and then give it the old cleaning. I'm pretty sure it's going to be exactly the same as, removing the insides and everything. It's going to be the same as a 6510. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this one's just a little bit smaller. I think physically it's just a little bit smaller than the 6510. Get out. Okay, there you go. Alright, so let's see what the inside looks like. Yeah, I mean, it looks similar. It's got the nice big banana slice of tuna. It looks clean. It's got a decent sized speaker. The speaker doesn't feel crispy. We have to unsolder some wires in there. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to grab everything but this, the what do you call it? The headphone jack. Too many wires on that one. But for the rest, we'll go ahead and do some desoldering. Here's the butane pencil. There you go. Alright, the camera shut off, but anyway. So, at least we got a good shot. I hope we could see, because it's so bright outside here. You gotta grab this red wire. The problem with these butane soldering irons is it's got a little exhaust right there, and the heat that comes out of the exhaust is immense, so you gotta make sure you got it facing away from the plastics. It'll just burn a hole right through it. There you go. Alright. Power off. Stick it in the roll of solder for a stand. There you go, I just heard it turn off. So we'll take that inside. We'll remove everything from this part of the chassis here. We'll remove all the guts. People seem to get mad when I wash the radios and I leave the circuit boards in them. I don't see why. Out here, the heat out here is so intense. Even if you get the circuit board wet, leave it in the sun for 5 minutes and it's dry. But I wouldn't do that unless I knew I wasn't going to be physically working on it for a while. If I had to work on it that day or within a short period of time, I wouldn't make the circuit board wet. I think a lot of people have the idea that I just certainly don't know what I'm doing, but that may be true, but I know enough. Anyway, I just hope the speaker is good. I think we had one that had a damaged speaker, and I didn't look at that one again. It's still sitting I left the batteries and stuff in it so we could go over it. Look at this, there's washers underneath the speaker, so we need to remember that. So we put them back. A lot of times these little clips will fall off, so you got to be careful with those. Alright, let's see. Let's grab the Premier paintbrush. Just brush the dust off everything else. We're not going to clean the, we're not going to do anything to the circuit board. It's pretty clean as it is. No bugs or nothing. Same build quality as the other ones. And that's it. So next shot will be over at the water. Alright, well here we are. Grab the cleaner of choice, the Windex. We'll just dump it in. I wish I could find a, what do you call it, a spray bottle. I don't know what happened to all the spray bottles. Gotta let that front soak a little bit. There's like, I don't know what's on there, but that's where a spray bottle would come in nice and handy right now. I could manage the amount of stuff we drip down in there. Oh, it's coming off. It's all coming off anyway. Oh yeah, nice and yellow spooge. Looks like cigarette spooge is all over this one. Alright, let's do the inside. We got to open the battery case there. It doesn't feel like there are batteries in there though. It does not feel like there are batteries in there. So that's good, anyway. There's still like a, you know, this stuff, it got really dark, the liquid. So I know there's dirt coming off. Well, you can see it on the side. Look at that. I don't know if you can make it out on the camera or not, but she's definitely loosening up. Let's grab a little more of this spritz stuff here. There you go. Leave the cap partially on, although I'm sure if I rely on that, that cap will come flying off when I have it turned upside down like that. We should be able to, ooh, look at that, see that? Come on, baby. Let's do the bottom. Kind of leave that sticker alone. Maybe we'll do the top a little bit. Yeah, we got some schmoo right there. It came right off. The schmoo came right off. I know there's some people that don't mind all the dirt and goo and stuff, but yeah, I don't like the dirt. Now let's dump some on the knob. I think the knobs on the other one were gold all the way through. This is brown in the back. Oh, this one's got a little piece missing from it. That's too bad. I don't think you'll be able to see it though when it's on, but whatever kind of gold they put on these for these knobs and the faceplate, that gold is pretty thick though. It doesn't seem to come off. It's not knurled, so there's not going to be any spooge inside of little grooves. So we just got to get in the front there, and look how nice that comes out. Drop it, why don't you? I think that's good. Let's rinse the knobs off here. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, so the only thing we need to do now is the inside of this. And inside that, look inside the speaker. You see that? Pretty nasty. Alright, that should be plenty. This way I touch it, I don't have to think about what may be lurking inside of it. I know it's going to be, oh look, it splashed on me that time. It's going to be perfectly clean. Now I'm going to change my shirt. But besides that, I think we're okay. Get the dial scale. Alright, that's good. Let's leave that and clean that off away. Now the only thing we got to do is remove that battery cover. Hopefully there's no garbage inside of that, inside the battery compartment. Usually the screws are captive to the back, to the battery cover, but yeah, you never know. Oh, look, it's got the tube in there. All right. You know, I made a comment about never having the tube, and ever since I did that, there's always a tube now. Kind of amazing. So get some in there, in the tube. This is split, so it'd be easy to clean it out, but still, I just rub my fingers across it, I guess. I think batteries did leak in it at one point. It sure looks like it. And there's a label inside this box, so we'll have to be careful not to destroy it any more than it already is. The spring definitely had better days. Little spoogey in there, little pieces of whatever the kind of batteries they had in there that leaked. I noticed the majority of the radios. Okay, there's a little, another sticker right there. I didn't see. I think it's the serial number. The sticker got a little eaten up right there. I think I don't want to go too far and destroy it, so really, yeah, look how yellow that border is, so the stuff is kind of, don't forget we put it in there, it was blue. Our index is blue. Yeah, the plus terminal is fine. You can see the plus terminal, but this spring, it's still springy, so maybe we could save it. I think we're good. I think we can wipe it out. Let's rinse this out. Look, one of the screws fell out of the... Actually, what is that screw from? It's not... Oh, yeah, it is from here. Okay. The captive nut is still there, too, but yet it came out. Put it on the side for now. Alright. There's a little bit right in that corner right there. There you go. Did I miss that corner too? I guess I did. Oh yeah, there you go. I guess there's a little indentation in here. There you see. Alright. I think we're good. Very good, very clean, very shiny. Turn that off. Get the water out of here. Alright, next time you see me, we'll be drying everything up. Well, here we are in the sun, and you'll see how quickly everything just dries up. We'll just wipe whatever we can out, especially on the slide rule there. I don't know which way would be better. I think it's probably better just to leave it that way for now. The outer case has got some crazing on it, so we'll probably go a little bit more. Maybe we'll do that, maybe we won't. I don't know, we'll see. Alright, let's see, we'll just leave that in the sun for a few minutes, and we'll be able to put it all back together. I don't know if you can see that. There's somebody's long brunette hair. Alright, there's the knobs. Leave the knobs right in the middle here. Alright. Let that dry for a few minutes, and then we'll put it back together. Alright, so I'm going to put it back together. It's been about 20 minutes. That's all it really takes. It's completely dry. Let's put the the speaker has to have these little washers first. So let's do that. What a goofy way to do it, but whatever. There you go. Alright, I found all the screws. They're all back. I saved you from having to watch that. And we need to do some soldering. A penny. Let's do some soldering. You ready? Nope, come on. That's so hard to see, I can't see if the mantle is lit. There you go. Usually makes that noise when you know it's lighting. Alright, give it a second. Alright, sorry about that. When I gotta go. So, make sure these things are in place. Actually, we're probably going to have to take it apart again. These little things came loose, so as long as they're not hanging out, it's fine. Let's just push it back into the case for now. There you go. Let's get, where's the knob? Let me grab the knob. That and the, oh man, those knobs are hot. You can't leave stuff in the sun out here too long. Otherwise, everything just boils over. Oof. Anything plastic will just get destroyed. Alright, so let me go ahead and grab some batteries for this. The labels are still a little wet. I don't know how good this is going to do this spring. I should grab some vinegar and try to get that spring a little cleaner. Alright, I cleaned off the contact a little bit with this doused in, what do you call it, vinegar. And, I mean, I got the edge of it looks silver again. I don't know if you could see it or not, but let's just see what happens. Put some batteries in there. Well, it's definitely making contact, so we're going to leave that for now. I can hear some radio. Go ahead and grab some control cleaner. Wish I would have done that before. I'm only going to have to turn it. I gotta turn the camera off again. I'll be right back. We got some deoxit here. Let's see where it's this way. So we gotta turn everything upside down and spritz it in there. This radio sounds like it has some kind of an issue. Definitely doesn't sound loud enough. Alright, let's see.
Continued supported Kavanaugh accuser. She insisted.
Definitely weak. I think this is the first one that actually had problems. Well, besides like the volume control, but the capacitors.
That happened in April. April diving for a ball. It just never kind of healed properly.
All right. So next, we're going to be changing some components in there to make it work. Well, we're back. We are going to work this beautiful 5-transistor radio until it works good. As the internet dubs this problem as it's very deaf. But it is definitely very weak, there's no question about it. Except we got one spot where we can get the interference pretty well. I already got the screws out of it. I'm going to remove this so the wires don't come off, because that's always seems to be a problem. We can put the nut over here, I guess. Alright. Let's turn her off. Looking at these gray plastic caps, we know what the problem is going to be. More than likely. The problem is, which one? Should we figure out which one? Or should we just replace them all? The consensus would be to just replace them all. Somebody had asked me a question about troubleshooting. And in the other shop, and I know I hadn't been in there in a while, but in my other shop, I have like a $5,000 multimeter. I have this Fluke oscilloscope right here, which when that was new, it's got a little bit of age to it, but I think it's still a current model. But this scope meter, again, is probably in that range, probably around $5,000. It's a this one's actually a 500 megahertz, 5 gigasamples a second. It's a 2-channel version. I think they made this model in a 4-channel as well, but I've got the 2-channel. I needed to take out a mortgage to get the 4-channel. Anyway, so and that wasn't really the point. The point was, for me anyway, repairing this stuff. I know I get a lot of people that watch my stuff that don't have those kind of means, and I don't even have those kind of means. But when it comes to repairing this stuff, it's not even worth it. Why would you spend $5,000 on a device to fix a $5 radio? But on the other hand, There is quite a few guys online that actually do troubleshoot, and they do use that expensive equipment to do it. And if anybody does want to see that, I mean, I guess I could do that. I could do a couple of videos doing that as well. I think I've done videos, I can't remember, using the signal generator and the spectrum analyzer. I'm pretty sure I did, but I can't recall. I can't remember which ones they were. But the thing is I'd like to do this in a way where anybody could actually fix these. And regardless of how you get to the result to make these radios work, no matter how you get there, if you get there using a $5,000 piece of equipment, or you get there using a 50-cent component, a $5 multimeter and a $3 soldering iron, it doesn't matter as long as in the end it works. And a majority of people are not going to spend thousands of dollars on test equipment, and to be totally honest, I don't think it's worth it. The only reason I have some nice stuff is, one, I was in the industry for years, and second, I got lucky. And you could do that. I mean, I guess it you know, if you go to enough estate sales and stuff, you can eventually get lucky and come across some of this stuff as well. But just to go out and actually buy it for this purpose, I don't think it's worth it. But, you know, whatever. But anyway, like I said, I want to do this in a way where anybody could fix these. Now, you could use things like Signal Tracer, for instance. That's a good idea. Then you can pick up a decent Signal Tracer for maybe $100. And the more important thing is, if you do get a good used one, make sure you get one that has the probes. The probes, if you try to buy them on their own, a lot of times cost as much as the unit itself. So you really want to make sure you got the probes, or the probe at least comes with it. But anyway, like I said, no matter how you get to the result, as long as you get to it, that's fine. So, regardless, like with this radio here, something tells me that if we replaced all the caps, didn't use any equipment, just except for a soldering iron and a wire cutter, and replaced all these caps, it would probably just work. And anybody could do that, really, you know, with a little bit of experience in soldering. You can go online, and this is what I'm going to use for this one. I got this, instead of using the really good caps, the Nichicon caps, we're going to just use these caps that I bought on Amazon. Then this whole kit, I don't even know how many are in this kit, but it has pretty much every value that you would need to work on most of this, these little radios and some TVs. I think the voltage, what does it go up to? 25. It goes up to 50 volts. Yeah, so portable radios for sure. It's got everything you would need. And for the most part, for these kind of radios, this is just fine. If you were to buy, let's see, if you were to buy just a few Nichicon caps to recap this radio, you would probably spend more money than this entire kit cost. I bought this on Amazon, and it was, I think, around $10 for this kit. We're going to try it in this radio and see how well it works. I don't think there's going to be any issues. I've seen other people use them, and I mean, you know, if it's something that is going to be an heirloom and it's got to work for the rest of eternity, then, you know, you can go ahead and put really expensive parts in it. On the other hand, you know, these 105 degree, at least it says it is, hopefully it is. So, you know, I don't think it would be an issue, I really don't. But that's what we're going to do for this radio. We're going to use these caps, and we'll see how it goes. So we're going to do I don't want to move this too much because I know wires are going to start to come off, so I'm going to get like a mental picture of where these wires go, especially on this transformer right here. If I can get this to just sit up like this, see, that's what I mean. You think it's going to be okay, and then it just flops around. But just, you know, keep moving it back and forth. All these wires are just going to come off. All right, so I'm going to grab a. Let's see, what do we got here? We've got a 47. I don't want a 47. I want like a 22. What is this one here? It's 100. I guess I could look at the thing here, the legend. Okay, this one's a 22 right here. So we could take one of these, just turn the radio on. And this is really not even picking up any channels. I put my hand up on the tuning cap, and it really cuts out the little bit that we got. All right, let's start jumping caps. I mean, that one even made it a little bit louder, so that one's got to go. The one next to it, which one is that? Let's see. I think it's these two right here. That one didn't make any difference. Let's try this one right here. Come on. So that one's bad. So this one and this one need to be replaced for sure. Let's try this one right here. Try to see if we can get a different. This is driving me crazy, that noise. I can't take it. If only we can get to. I don't think we can leave it on that channel. I mean, either way, I think we'll get static or something. All right, so we got a cap that's, let's see, it's right here. I think it's got to be these two right here. That one didn't make a difference. What about this one right here? It's got to be maybe these two contacts right here. No, so it looks like it's going to be the ones up here. We didn't check this one. Let's see. Let me grab one of these. I didn't even check to see which side was plus or minus, so come on. I can't see the. That one may be okay. Let's try this one right here. Let's see, what's the value of that? It's 0.01. It's a 0.01. Yeah, we don't have caps like that up here. Well, maybe I do. We're going to change them anyway, but I don't think did we try that one right there? I don't know if we did or not. But so far we got, just by doing what we did, we got this one was bad. I think these two. So why don't we just do that? We're going to replace those two first, and let's see the result just by replacing those two. And basically, we didn't even use any equipment to come up with that diagnosis. So let's just do that. We'll grab this soldering iron. Now this one here is like right under this string, so this is going to be kind of dangerous here. Come on. Is it here? We got to figure out where the... It's got to be right here somewhere. Yep, that's it right there. That's one. Let me see which side of that cap we took off. So the other side is going to be right here, it looks like. Right underneath the string right here. These strings are made out of nylon, and it doesn't take much to destroy them. No? Where is that? Oh, there it is right there. It's right here. Okay. Okay. So negative goes that way. Negative goes that way. Okay, negative goes to that resistor. And look at that. It's got a split right there, see? So we know that one was definitely bad. And it's a 100 at 6 volts. 100 micros at 6 volts. Let me grab this this thing there. 100 at 6 volts. So we have 100 at 16 volts right here. Now the only thing is getting it back in to the... Okay, well I got one... What'd I say? Minus? Negative went this way, right? Negative went this way. So we need to do that. So now I need to use like 9. I wish I had another hand. Ooh. It's this right here, and I'm so like shy about heating this up. There it goes. All right. I got it through. As long as it went through. There you go. The one side, it actually left a hole in the solder, so we should be okay. I just don't want to pop this string. Let's see if we got it in there far enough. I don't have a good grip on that. No, it's still a bit high. Alright, let's try that one more time. This cap is much smaller than the other one. There you go, that's fine. Alright. And we said this one was bad too, right? This one here. I know these wires are going to be coming off pretty soon. I can tell you that right now. I think this is going to be these two right here. This is terrible. I hate maybe we can use the wick to get some of that off. Let's see. I just know I'm going to wind up touching that that string. It looks like it's right here, which would be technically far enough away, but this soldering iron is just not good for this. And I know I've said it a million times, and I really got to go over to my storage thing and grab a different one, or at least another iron. Just soldered to the. I can't let go of that string at the same time. And we've got it up to 700 degrees. I think this tip. Oh, it's 65 watt. No, it's okay. It's 65 watt. All right, so let's see if we can just. It feels like it's right here, like maybe these two. It's in a very dangerous place. I guess I could take it off of here. I just so don't want to do that. Let's see. Working around these strings with a soldering iron is really not a good idea. Okay, it's definitely this one. It's right here. If I can just brush that solder away. I can't. And it's got to be this one right here. Yep. It surely is. Let's see. We got the one out. Yeah, I need like another hand for this. It was right here. You know, even the heat rising, if you put the soldering iron underneath it, could be enough to pop that string. Was that it right there? It may be above. It may be the one right above it. Yeah, I think it is. Let's see. No, can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can. These will be the difficult ones to do. So once we get this one out, once we get this one out, you know, it'll be a lot easier after that. So it's that one there. I don't want to do it. Let me see if I can just yank it out this way. I don't know, I got like my finger underneath it. Come on. Here it is right here. This one's also split. See that? That cap is also split. So the negative wire, again, goes the same direction as the other one was. The negative goes down towards me, but I just can't get it out with one finger. And of course, the joint is right underneath where the string is. So I'm kind of stuck here. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to use, there it goes. All right. The back of my nail never fails. The back of the nail never fails. This is a 30 at 6 volts. So let's find a 33. Where's the 33? We got a 33 at 16. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. 33 at 16. As I just double check, make sure that's what it actually is. And it is. Let's see if we can get that in there. This is going to be tough. This is going to be a toughie. I just maybe I could heat the thing from the top. Maybe I can heat the leg of the You think so? I could try to do that. I'm just so afraid of pushing this. Try to heat the leg of the component and push it through the solder. Of course, it bent. Let's see if we can if we can actually do that. You probably don't want to really subject these to too much heat at one time, but all right, we're gonna have to do something here. I need help. I need somebody to help me here. Well, maybe we can do this. Hold on, let's try this. I don't want to. It's an old cord too, so you know it's possible that you know, we add some pressure to it, and we're going to snap it, and I don't want to snap it either. This is a reality here. This is what you get. I think I lost. I think it was this one here. Right? It was that. It was right here. It was here and there, I'm pretty sure. If I can at least get one of them opened up. Okay, I got one opened up. Let's see, maybe we can get the other one. I'm not sure I got the right spot. Let's see, did I get the one? Yeah, I got the one for sure. That's right, yeah, it's got to be this one right here where we were messing. It's this one right here. Just push that solder out of the way. Oh, I got it. Okay, good. Finally. All right. I'm just, like I said, I don't want to pop that string. There you go. Look at that. There you go. There you go. Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Yeah, these little plastic caps, they never really seem to hold up. Try to hold that back on my finger. If I let it go by accident, we're in trouble. Ah, it's so hard to do this. I think I got it. Nope, not yet. Okay, that one's good. Come on. Don't mess around. Okay, there's two. These are so frickin' dangerous. I really don't want to pop that cord. I really don't want to pop that cord. Of course, yeah, I just don't want to. So there's one. We got this one here. That one's good. We got to do that one there. This one here is good. This one's good, so we can cut this one off. Don't throw them on the floor. I told you guys about the thing that went through my toe. That wasn't good. All right, there you go. There you go. We're going to change all the caps in this, but let's give it a whirl. Let's see what it sounds like with just those two replaced.
Thank you for not cursing yet.
Definitely much better.
Oh no, what do you see? What do you make of the
It's not distorted anymore. So that was these two caps right there was a majority of the problem. Let's put these over here. We're just going to replace all of them anyway, but we could just stop there and we'd be okay. But we got this one up here, which unfortunately is also in the same region. I believe it was this one. Come on. Maybe not. Let me get a better look at that. Yeah, it's got to be like right at the top corner here is where it looks like. Come on, get this thing heated up enough. You'd think 700 degrees would be enough, even though it's a small tip. Maybe this side? Yeah, this is definitely the one side. So we got the one side out, see? And that looks like the plus side. Yeah, that's the plus side that we got out. So plus goes to near the other capacitor in case we lose it. We'll know which way it goes. Alright. What a pain. This is not fun doing this with that string in the way. It's not a very difficult string. I've got another, there you go. I've got another channel master. Well, we got one wire off right there. That's got to go back. Off, came off the transformer. Look at that. Look how it's splitting. The juices are coming out of it. 100 at 6 volts. 100 at 6 volts. I think these were hundreds on the end here. Right? Let's see. 100 at 16 volts. Alright, so we lost the wire right there. So it's blue, red, and blue in case all three of them come off. We're just going to leave it alone for now. Blue, red, and blue. And that's the audio output transformer. We're just going to leave it alone for right now. Alright, so it would be best if I could just do the same thing like I did before and get the hole to open up. You can get the hole, we got the hole to open up. Reminds me of high school. Oh, stop that. Don't talk like that. It's disgusting. What did I say? The plus went here, right? And then the negatory went this way. The negative goes up. Let's see if we can do it without letting it go. Is it still in the hole? Yeah, okay. Nope, I let it go. Didn't matter. Alright, that's even better. I was talking to my son before. We were talking about explosions in gasoline, and because he drives now. Of course, he's 20 years old, but we were talking about the mechanical part of driving, and he said, "Oh, I saw this video where these guys were trying to ignite gasoline, and they couldn't get it to ignite." And so I was telling him that gasoline will light. It has to have the proper mixture of air. And when I was in school, I actually took a class on this other wire is actually soldered good. I actually took a class on fire. Actually, it was fire safety, but you know, they taught about different types of fires, and stoichiometry. That was another thing. I was explaining to him what stoichiometry, and he said, "Are you sure that's a real word?" So he looked it up, and he says, "Well, that word is stoic." I said, "You know what? It's stoichiometry. You may be able to say it that way. I don't know." And it is spelled the same way, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm not that... I don't know. But anyway, so I was trying to explain to him what stoichiometry meant. And that's basically the percentages of the mixture of air, whatever flammable liquid or gas that, hang on a second, let me check this out, that you're trying to figure out. Alright, so we got those three, we got to do these two. Okay, and these are the two bottom ones. Why, you know, everything is always, you know, the way something lays down, like the thing lays in a certain way, or the wire gets wrapped around a certain thing, and it's always the worst possible way, just to be a pain. It's kind of crazy how that works. Now again, so trying to get the, it looks like it's right here. What they do on these is they wrap these wires are pushed down through the holes, and then they're like wrapped up, or they do something, so even though you heat it up with the soldering iron, you really can't tell that. Nope, that's not the one. Is it hot? The one higher? So you really got to yank on it hard. How could it not be that one? So we know it's that one. It's got to be this one. It has to be. No. No. That's the one. That's the transistor below it. Is it this one? How could it be that one, though? Unless it's like down here. No. Wow. I don't understand why everything has to fight like that. There's the wire right there, so it's got to be one of these. It's not that one. It's not that one. Wow, this is kind of nuts. Is it that one? No, that's the one below it. It's got to be this one. And it's not. I'm going to go out of my mind here. Why won't it come out? And all the wires, everything gets all... It's this right here. Look at that. It looks like... Let me grab this thing here. Hold on a second. So it's connected right to this resistor. So it's got to be this right here. It has to be. This thing is extremely hot because I had that soldering iron on it so long. I lost it now. Right here. No, is it this one? Yep, it's that one right here. Don't make a bridge. Just want to open the hole. There you go. I got that hole open. Alright. So, let's see. This bent up wire was negative, so negative goes to the back. So the hole we just opened up is the plus side. And this one again, that cap is split open. And once it splits open, all the fluids come out. And that's the end of that. So, alright, what's the value of that one? That is a 30 at 6 volts. So we need a 33. Let's see, 33 at 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. 33 at 16. Let's see how well the cheap caps are going to work. I think they're going to work just fine. So we need, it would be nice if I had the plus side. Oh, maybe I do. Hold on a second. Yeah, I got one. So I got the plus side open. The negative side is still sealed tightly. And it was this right here, I'm pretty sure. Whoop, get all the way in there. There you go. Let's solder it back in place. I can't see. Is it this? It's this right here. Okay. We don't want to make a bridge. Looks like we almost made a bridge right there. All right. There you go. We got this one right here. Yeah, see that? See it flopping around right there? It's got to be this one here. Yep. Come on, get this. There you go. I got that hole open. Usually if you get just one hole open, you're okay. So the negative goes here. Negative goes to the open hole. It's another 30. It's another 30. We need this one here. So, yeah, if you get one of these cap kits, it'll do you just fine. And at least for most stuff anyway, it'll do just fine. And let's see, where did I get it from? Right here. What did I say? The negative was the open hole. Let's see. Is that what I said? Negative was the open hole? I don't remember. Let's get the... Come on. There you go. Okie dokie. Almost good. So we figured out which caused the actual problem, and now we're just going to change the rest of them, rest of the capacitors, and no fancy equipment needed. We may have to do a little tune-up to this radio. Most of the time when you replace capacitors, especially if you replace caps in the IF and oscillator or whatever, you're going to have to do some retuning. Now these have wax in them, which, you know, becomes a problem. Yeah, it definitely becomes a problem, but you know, when they tune these up, they tune them to what these components that they put in there at the time when they were new. So unless you know exactly what the parameters of those parts were and you can match them up somehow, you know, it would be almost impossible. Alright, so now 2 of the blue wires came off. So let's solder those 2 blue wires back on. There's 1 blue wire. Yeah, this one already has some sticking out of there, so we don't have to trim that one back. Let's solder those back on. Let's do a little soldering right here. With this soldering. There's actually a good soldering iron. It's just not really meant for what we're using it for. It's meant for micro stuff. It's not meant for this. Ow. So when I complain about it, it's not because it's a bad iron. We're not using it for the right thing. So once it does get whatever you're working on heated up, it works good. But it's just, like I said, you know, the tip is so small, there's not enough surface, especially like a lug on the transformer. You know, there's not enough surface to really get it going. So, alright, so we changed all the electrolytics. And I think so. Yeah, I don't think there's any more. Actually, we got these 2 right here. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see, those are 2 5s.
In game 2, when we watched the Knicks go to 14.
Definitely made a difference.
You can't do that, and then he did it again. Right? So making sure that.
Alright, so one of the things we could do, and you know, need special equipment. If you look at the tuning capacitor, there's always going to be these 2 adjustments. One of them is the oscillator, and if you turn it, it just changes where the needle is going to show on the scale. So if 92 was here and you turn the oscillator, you could move 92 over here. And sometimes when you do that, you know, you can extend the frequency range a little bit. But for now, we're gonna peak up the antenna trimmer, which that's the 2 controls. So one of them is oscillator, and one of them is antenna trimmer. And this is the oscillator, and this is the antenna trimmer. And just get it on a weak channel and just tune it till it's loudest. It's already in the best place.
A suite of tools, including
My brother got his CDL license in 4 weeks and.
Alright, let's jump these 2 and see if they make any difference. We need a 4.7 because I don't even think they make 5 microfarad caps anymore. Alright, let's see.
Meineke Car Care Centers is hiring store managers, assistant managers, and automotive technicians throughout Las Vegas.
Meineke is
Managers can earn from $60,000 to over
let's see.
$500,000.
Which one is net? Net doesn't matter.
Career growth opportunities. Apply today at Meineke.com and click on careers. Meineke Car Care Centers, doing car care right.
Hi, sports fans, it's the Herd. We're here to talk about game changers. Just like in sports, business has all its MVPs, and
It definitely gets a bit louder.
Auto Mall is leading the pack. At Ford Country, you'll get the experience with the best service in town and exceptional savings on their favorite Ford.
This one doesn't seem to make a difference. But that one does. I can't. I noticed this radio does not have a tone control like the other ones did. This is definitely the cheaper version. Definitely the cheaper version of this style. Let's see. So, is it this one here? Yep. All right. Let's see. And then this one is right here. Come on. Open that hole up. Come on, baby. Open that hole. There you go. We got one open hole. Now we got to open this hole right here. Let's see. Was it right here? Come on. That one's heating up. The other one is heating up pretty good, so it's right here. Never mind. It's not that. It's in here. It'd be nice if we can get that hole open, but we can't. All right, never mind. So it's 5 microfarad. It's 6 working volts. And this side is plus. What do we got? We got those 4.7s at 50. We're not going to do that. If we got a, we have a, I think that's the only one, 4.7 at 50. That's in this kit anyway. I guess we're going to use it. What's the difference? We need 2 of them probably. Is that a 4.7? But we've got to make sure, yeah. This is negative. Okay, so negative one here and plusative one here. We got that one hole. You know what? We bent it too far. Let's see, is that good? Still too far. Yeah, it should be good like that. There you go. All right. If you put in a capacitor and you lose your orientation and you're not sure which one's negative, you can check it with a voltmeter. And I don't know if you can see the meter or not. Let's see. Let me put if I can get this in a place where we could see it. Almost. Well, let's turn it sideways, maybe. Turn it the other side. It's because it's got the power plug in there. Is that going to work? Let's see. All right. So that's the lead. So we put red on one side, and it shows that it's positive volts. If you flip it around, it's negative volts. So we know that positive goes to the top, and that's how it's installed. And same thing here, positive to the left, so we know it's good. And that's that. Alright, let's put you over there. We're swiping all the screws around. Alright, so the only ones we didn't change yet are the, there's a 0.01. What is that one? Let's see what value that one is. I have to go and get some. This is a, what is that? 150 volts. It's a 0.01 also, so there's 2 0.01s. And then this green one right here. I can't see what the green one is. I cannot see what the green one is. So, let's see. Get out of there. Let's flip it upside down here. Let's see. If we turn it this way, I think we have a better... I'm trying to get the... See, the wires are just long enough to give you a problem. Alright, let's see. So it's going to be, let me see. I don't think these, let's just change them. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? It's just not in a good spot where I can get it easily. This it's too big. Too big. Maybe I can grab a little screwdriver and get it behind there. I can't get my hand in there. There you go. Okay, so it goes right there. Open the hole. If we can get that hole open, we'd be happy. There you go. Hole is open. We need 2 of these. Well, this camera's always shutting off. I don't get it, but whatever. Anyway, we need 0.01. No, that's not it. Where is it? It's a 0.01. 0.01, which is 10 nanofarads, because this kit shows. So there's 1, 4, 5, 6. Here's 10 nanofarads. We'll have to search through all the little bags. This is another one of those cheap kits from Amazon. This again, now these are the lower voltage ones. I think it's, let's see, 103, I believe, is 10. 1, 0. So it's 10 with 3 zeros, right? I think we're going to need 2 of these, right? There were 2 of those in there. And then we'll figure out what the other one is. So let's put that on the side for right now. And unfortunately, the camera shut off, but you didn't hear me cursing because it's one of the things that needs to be soldered is right underneath the, oh, come on. It's right underneath here, right there. So that's going to be a little toughy. Let's see if we can do this. Keep that siren iron this way a little. There you go. I don't have a good way to bend these, but bend it out like that, out like that, out like that, like that, and then we can stuff it into the holes, and we should be okay. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. I might did it a little bit wide, but that's okay. So it doesn't fall out. It's fine. We're not in it for looks, are we? There you go. That one's soldered. Come on. That one's soldered. We got a public service message or public safety message on my phone there. Look at that. 75-year-old adult, 5'5", 130 pounds, white hair, brown eyes, black hat. What is that? Oh, unknown colored shirt, black pants, blue shoes. If you see that person, I don't know. Interesting, huh? Alright, be right back. We got a new screw in there. We got all these pieces here. Let's see. We need to put the headphone jack back into place. We got this thing right here. The nut that goes on there. Is that, okay, it fits that way actually. Okay. Good enough for now anyway. We just want to make sure it works. And then once we know it works good, we'll put it back together with all the screws. She cleaned up pretty nice though. Look how nice. These radios are made out of very good materials. They seem to hold up pretty well.
Red Sox can Wilson Contreras hit a hole.
Let's turn off some of the lights and see if we can get through some of the noise. Nope.
20 points today.
You know what? I think I had the bigger one of the bigger ones here. Let me take a quick check. Hang on. It's gonna have batteries in it. I think we're going to do this anyway at some point. So this is the RF stage, the Super Fringe model. let's pick it up a little bit so you can see it. Yeah, see this. Look at the difference in size. You know what? I think I may have the other one here too, the 6510. Certainly do. Here's at least these three models, and you can see. Let me turn the scope off. We don't need that on anymore. I mean, you can see even this one. So this is the 5. This one is the 6520. This is the 20. This is the 10, and this is the 5. Look at those 3 radios. Each one, oh, you know what? This has got a different handle. I wonder if maybe somebody just added that and the original handle broke off. Maybe somebody just put that on. I don't know. It looks good though. It looks like it belongs. Anyway, you can see how progressively they get smaller. But either way, this is it. So this is let's see the 10. Let's see. I mean, we got the same noise.
Hey man,
Yeah, same lousy reception. So we know. Let's try the RF stage radio here. Let's see what that one does.
No, seriously, man, you guys are.
Just terrible reception up here for some reason.
46. Esoteric journey here.
spoken word format has really
Not sure why the reception's so terrible.
whether it's a talk radio show or a platform like Salem News Channel or a podcast or a YouTube.
You know what? The reception's just about the same too. On the big one is the smallest one.
The godfather of all that. He was the guy that put it all on the map.
Anyway, it's about the little one for right now. We'll go ahead and we'll take these all in a good spot since they all have batteries in it, and we'll see what we can do, how much we can pick up in a good place.
Now, with that being said,
Let's turn off the soldering iron. Nope, didn't have anything to do. I guess we could do that. We can maybe go out to a spot in the yard where they seem to work the best. Oof, man. Well, I mean, I guess that's it for this one. There's really not... gotta make sure we don't lose these screws. Let's see about the, where's that little screwdriver I have here? What did I do with that little screwdriver? Oh, here it is. Nope. Come on. You really can't turn any of the other coils because they have wax in them. I don't want to chance it. It's probably adjusted pretty well anyway.
Against human nature, but it's so necessary.
What's on the bottom of this? A public abortion of a YouTuber. So, okay, so this has an external antenna jack on the side. Maybe we can try to see if that'll help some. Alright, so I guess we can just put it back together. It doesn't seem like it needs anything else. Alright, let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, look what I did to the poor label. Alright, I think it's okay. Let's go ahead and get the screws in it. My collection of Channel Master, whatever series these are, I don't know. I'm not sure of the series. But the little one is a 5 transistor. That's a 6 transistor. That's an 8 transistor. I wonder if they made a 7 transistor model. I think somewhere, I think the one radio that I have that is in pieces is actually a model 6511. This is a 6505. This is a 6510, 6520. I think I have a 6511. It looks nothing like this though. It has a totally different look. Let me see if I have it up here. I think I brought it home. When I got it, I brought it to my storage unit because I didn't think I was going to work on it. But then I thought, you know what? We could try to put it together. So take a look at that for a minute. Let me see if I got that other radio up here. Yes, I do. Okay, so right now it's all taken apart. This is how I received it, all taken apart. And this one, I think the only right inside there it says that the model number is 6511. So I wasn't going to work on it. I received it just like this, all taken apart. And the main reason that I wasn't going to work on it is because the dial cord is snapped. But I don't have a schematic for this radio either. But see, you can see, this is a 6 transistor also, it says it right on the top. So I mean, it looks nothing like these, but it must be similar because it's between this one and this one. This is a 6510, that's an 11, that's a 20. So we'll go ahead and we'll get this one together. It's actually, besides the fact that it's all taken apart, it seems to be in pretty nice condition otherwise. It would just be helpful if I had the a service manual for it, or a Sam's. Yeah, okay, well, there you go. That's it. Let's go. I'm going to take these downstairs. Let's go out in the backyard and see if I can find a good spot we could sit and try to tune something in besides garbage.